Dr. Rachel. My name is Sam, and yes, you may share my video. And my question is about zinc absorption. I tried your zinc test. I used the zinc drink. Tasted like water to me. Now, you would say that I'm zinc deficient, which I may be, but I would think that it has something to do with zinc absorption. I take quite a bit of zinc. I eat very well, but I also had stage 4 cancer several years ago, which I beat. When I had the stage 4 cancer after the chemo and radiation second round, first time I had surgery, second time I had chemo.
So really, the big question here is that he basically takes a lot of zinc, and I think COVID did that to a lot of us, right? It made you feel like, well, let me just take zinc, and it's going to boost my immune system. And then I talk a little bit about zinc. I talk a lot about zinc in terms of boosting testosterone levels and even improving fertility. So his question really revolves around the fact, hey, doc, I'm taking so much zinc, but I still seem to be deficient. Because remember, if you haven't watched the video that talks about zinc absorption, I show you a really quick test so that you can tell whether or not you're zinc deficient. And it goes with the taste, right? You swish some zinc drink or liquid zinc around in your mouth, and zinc tastes terrible. But if you can't taste zinc, that's a sign to us as functional medicine practitioners that you're actually deficient in zinc. So then his question basically is, I can't taste the zinc, so I'm probably deficient. So doc, how can what's the problem here? Why am I taking so much zinc, but I'm still showing deficiency? So when we're talking about any absorption at all, I want to remind you that one of the things that we have to think about is the fact that you can take it, but your body has to absorb it. And if it can't absorb it, it's potentially an absorption issue, just like he goes on to ask. Now, another thing about that is the zinc test is based off of the concept that you can taste. So if you can't taste anything, if your taste buds have been destroyed, or if during this COVID process, maybe your taste is gone, or for whatever reason it's gone, you won't taste zinc or anything else. But if this is reflective of a zinc deficiency, a couple things that we have to keep in mind when you're taking zinc. So a lot of times you'll see a supplement that has like zinc and iron and calcium in it. Now see, calcium and iron actually compete with zinc for this absorption process. So if you are on a supplement or on a high iron diet, for example, you're likely not going to be absorbing very much zinc. So that part of the problem too. So you might be supplementing wrong. But another thing too is we talk about how phytate can actually interfere with the absorption of zinc. And what that means is if you're eating a lot of breads with wheat products in it, so this is even pasta, some of the grains in your cereal, if you're starting the breakfast in the morning with cereal, potentially the contents of that can be blocking zinc absorption. So I tell all my guys, listen, cereal isn't even for kids. Like now we know enough to suggest that cream of wheat and Wheaties and all these other things, they're just not good breakfasts for you. They tricked us into thinking we needed a grain for breakfast, and you really don't. You should be starting your breakfast. Honestly, for most of my guys, I try to have them push breakfast out so that they're doing a bit of an intermittent fast. And then when you start your first breakfast of the day, when you break that fast, either break it with a nutritious smoothie with purpose and intention, or with a high protein meal. And either one of those are going to be great. Now, when you're talking about zinc, because we need zinc for testosterone and all of that, zinc is found naturally in a lot of the meats. You know, so even you can even get some zinc in eggs. But this is another reason why I say that my vegan patients tend to be the worst off, because they're missing a lot of core nutrients, specifically zinc. So switch up your breakfast. Make sure you're not just loading up with a lot of wheat products and cereal products and whole grain products, because they sold us a lie on that one. We don't need a whole lot of that. It actually disrupts things better than it repairs things. And see if that's going to help with the absorption process. Another thing that could be an issue is that a lot of us have gut issues. And if your gut is completely thrown off and not balanced, that can interfere with absorption of a lot of these things. So, for instance, you're taking vitamin D, you're taking zinc, you're taking all these things, but your levels aren't raising. Now we have to look up at absorption and figure out, is it that your body can't absorb a lot of the nutrients that it should, or is there something blocking the absorption of the nutrients that it should? Okay?